Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hare Krishna. So, we'll read from Srimad Bhagavatam, 7th canto, 7th chapter, 30 verse, 30 and 31. So 2 days we'll discuss about this 2 verses. Guru Susrusaya Bhaktya Sarvalabdharpanena cha Sangena sadhu bhaktana Vishwararadhanena cha Shraddhaya tatkathayam cha Kirtane gunakarmanam Tatpadam guru bhavadhyana Tatlingakhana ahanadevi Tatlingakhana. Yes.
Guru Shushrusaya Bhaktya.
Guru Susrusaya, by rendering service to the one of his spiritual master. Three persons, Ishvara, of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, in discourses about the Lord, Cha and Kirtane by glorifications, Gunakarmana of the transcendental qualities and activities of the Lord. Tat is Padam Guruha on the lotus feet, Dhyana by meditation. Tat is Linga, forms, deities, Ikhya, observing, Arhana Adi, and by worshipping. Translation: one must accept the bona fide spiritual master and render service unto him with great devotion and faith. Whatever one has in one's possession should be offered to the spiritual master. And in the association of saintly persons and devotees, one should worship the Lord. Hear the glories of the Lord with faith. Glorify the transcendental qualities and activities of the Lord. Always meditate on the Lord's lotus feet and worship the deity of the Lord strictly according to the instructions of Shastra and Guru. Purport by His Divine Grace. In the previous verse, it has been said that the process which immediately increases one's love and affection for the Supreme Personality of Godhead is the best of many thousands of ways to become free from the entanglement of material existences. It is also said, Dharmasya tattvam nihita guvaya. Actually, the truth of religious principle is extremely confidential. Nevertheless, it can be understood very easily if one actually adopts the principles of religion. As it is said, Dharma tu Sakyat Bhagavat Pranitam, SV 6:3-19. The process of religion is enunciated by the Supreme Lord because He is the supreme authority. This is also indicated in the previous verse by the word Bhagavad Uddita. The injunction or directions of the Lord are infallible and their benefits are fully assured according to His directions, which are explained in this verse. The perfect form of religion is Bhakti Yoga. To practice Bhakti Yoga, one must first accept the bona fide spiritual master, Srila Rupa Goswami, in his Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu 1-74-75 advices. Guru Pada Tasmat, Krishna Dikhyadi Shikshanam, Vishram Veda Guru Seva, Sadhu Vartmano Vartanam, Navartanam, Sadharma Puchat Bhogadi Tyaga, Krishna Hetave. One's first duty is to accept bona fide spiritual master. The student or the disciple should be very inquisitive. He should be eager to know the complete truth about the eternal religion, Sanatana Dharma. The words Guru Sustrasaya means that one should personally serve the spiritual master by giving him bodily comforts, helping him in bathing, dressing, sleeping, eating, and so on. This is called Guru Sustrasaya. A disciple should serve the spiritual master as a menial servant, and whatever he has in his possession should be dedicated to the spiritual master. Prane, Arthi, Thiya, Pacha. Everyone has his life, wealth, his intelligence, and his words. And all of them should be offered to the Supreme Personality of Godhead through the via media of the spiritual master. Everything should be offered to the spiritual master as a matter of duty, but the offering should be made to the spiritual master with the heart and soul, not artificially to gain material prestige. This offering is called arpana. Moreover, one should live among the devotees, saintly persons, to learn the etiquette and proper behavior of devotional service. Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur remarked in this connection that whatever is offered to the spiritual master should be offered with love and affection, not for material adoration. Similarly, it is recommended that one associate with the devotee, but there must be some discriminations. Actually, a sadhu, a saintly person, must be saintly in his behavior, sadhavo sadachara. Unless one adheres to the standard behavior, one's position as a sadhu, a saintly person is not complete. Therefore, a Vaishnava, a sadhu must completely adhere to the standard of behavior. Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur says that a Vaishnava, a person initiated into Vaishnava cult, should be offered with the respect befitting a Vaishnava, which means that he should be offered service and prayer. However, one should not associate with him if he is not a fit person with whom to associate. Guru Susrusya Bhakta Sarvalabdharpanyanam Cha Sangyena Sadhavaktanam Iswaradhanam Cha Srataya Tat Kathayam Cha Kirtana Gunakarmana Tat Padam Guru Adhyana Tat Linga Akhyana Anadivi. So, this is Prahlad Maharaj's teachings. When Prahlad Maharaj was in mother's womb, so Narad Muni imparted this knowledge to Prahlad Maharaj. This is Narad Muni's mercy to Prahlad. When Sadhu Guru, spiritual master, saintly persons, by their blessings impact knowledge, that effect more. That effect our consciousness. So when usually we study, we want to learn something, that is good, but it is very difficult to keep all these thoughts, all these knowledges, all these feelings within our consciousness. Because without blessings, knowledge and detachment not manifested naturally. So knowledge and detachment, when we are in mood of goodness, it's work for sometimes. But when in passion and ignorance, detachment and knowledge, it don't reside in our heart. When Narad Muni was impacting that knowledge to Prahlad Maharaj, that knowledge also Narad Muni received from Narnarayan Rishi. This is parampara. Even knowledge is coming through parampara acharyas. So one acharya is blessed to his disciple. So by these blessings, the knowledge came to the stage of realization. Knowledge, theoretical knowledge we have when we are studying, we are understanding something, but practical realization only it's possible when Sadhguru blesses us. Like Narnarayan Rishi blessed to Narad Muni and impact knowledge. And Narad Muni blessed to Prahlad Maharaj and impact knowledge. Also Prahlad Maharaj was very affectionate to his friends, divine boys. Also blessed. Previous chapter we can see, in the end of this verse, Prahlad Maharaj said, "Oh my friends, if you have faith on me and you have love for me, you have faith for me, then I will impact this knowledge, what I learned from Mother's womb." That was Prahlad's blessing. Knowledge acquiring through senses and knowledge revealing through blessings is different. We can see like when Krishna impact knowledge to Brahma, he said, I am blessing you. This is like Chatusloka, the 4 verses. Now I am blessing you, all this knowledge will manifest. We want knowledge because otherwise, because we are studying, we are hearing, otherwise our mind and senses will go to Rajaguna, Tamaguna, ignorance, passion. But for realization, for our bhajan, for our feeling, for our dedication, blessing is there. Without mercy, very difficult to realize all these spiritual aspects, spiritual facts. Sometimes mind is admit because our parampara knowledge is so perfect. But mind is not ready to accept it because mind thinks whether this is fact or not. If it is fact, why it is not fruitive in my case. But secret is that Sadhguru not only impacting knowledge, but also their blessing. This our blessings to devotees. And for receiving that blessings, to receive that blessings, we have to serve spiritual master. We can understand this verse, these 2 verses, we can say the essence of our spiritual life. Previous verses, 29. Tatra upaya sahasranam mayam bhagavatodditaha jadisware bhagavati yathaye anjasarati. We are preaching, we are serving, we are following the footsteps of acharyas. But what is our purpose? Our purpose is Krishna, and we want some love. We want to be devoted towards Krishna. Rati, Anjasa Rati. And of the different process recommended for disentanglement from the material life, the person explained and accepted by this Supreme Personality of Godhead, considered all perfect. That process is the performance of duty by which love for the Supreme Lord develops. Here is one, what is there? Anjasa. Many saintly persons gives many, because this is Srimad Bhagavatam. The 7th canto is very important, especially for the devotees. Narad Muni summarized everything and he instructed Prahlad Maharaj. And Prahlad Maharaj is repeating same statements. Anjasaratihi. If someone wants how easily I can develop love towards Krishna, what is the easiest process? We want love. Without love, we cannot serve Krishna, we cannot chant. Even when chanting, that is like struggling. All our spiritual life without love, in fact, this is struggling. So we want to cross over these steps, these strugglings. Then, what we have to do? Anjasarati, how to develop love. In your faith, like Prabhupada said, you have to serve your spiritual life with faith and devotion. The 2 things. Susrusaya bhaktya. Prabhupada translated this bhaktya, we can see in that words, faith and devotion. Yes. And as a conditioned soul, our faith is always shaking. We don't have unflinching faith. Unflinching faith at lotus feet. Sadhu, Guru, Shastra, Krishna. And what to speak about devotion. So here this word is Anjasarati. There are 1,000 different procedures given by many saintly persons. But this is the Narada said, Prahlad, what now I will narrate to you, that is really my supreme personality of Godhead, so that someone easily develop love towards Krishna. Therefore, these two verses, and after two verses, these four verses are very important, especially for us, to develop love towards Krishna. And other procedures are there, we cannot deny it. Many saintly persons, they are giving different procedures. And in the commentary, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur said, these are secondaries, difficulty path. And what is the easiest way to develop love at the lotus feet of Krishna? He said, next two verses that we are studying this. Guru Susrasaya Bhaktya. These two verses. And next, 31, then 32, then conclusion in 33. These four verses. That is the easiest way, Narada said, to develop love at the lotus feet of Krishna. And what is the easiest way? First point. Guru Susrusaya Bhaktya. And Prabhupada in his translation mentioned, one must accept bona fide spiritual master. First point. And second, render service unto him with great devotion and faith. With great devotion. That is beginning. That is beginning of our spiritual life. If we consider all these points, even we are not a neophyte devotee. Prabhupada using this word, great devotion and faith. Yeah. Sometimes we are more, looks like we are more devoted to Krishna, we are more devoted to Mahaprabhu, Jagannath. Devotion start, spiritual life start, unless we have a great devotion and faith towards spiritual master. Yeah, that is the important point. Anjasarati, that is the, you can say, the easiest way to achieve Krishna faith. First step, Guru Susrusha, serving spiritual master. And how to serve? With great devotion and faith. But our faith is always shakable. We don't have faith on. Sometimes even we have faith, not concrete faith. And we are not so devoted, with great devoted to spiritual master, to acharyas. And Prabhupada, in Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Prabhupada said, this is 434, Tadvidi Pranipat, and in that purport, Prabhupada said, one has to approach a bona fide spiritual master to receive knowledge. Such a spiritual master should be accepted in full surrender. Always Prabhupada using these words, great faith and devotion. Full surrender. Yeah, we are trying to surrender to lotus feet of Krishna. Krishna, please serve me. We are always trying, okay, how can I develop or mature my surrender move towards Krishna? But unless we are surrendered to spiritual master, that is not possible. That is not possible. Surrender to a pure devotee. Yeah, prana, like Prabhupada mentioned in that purport, 7th canto, pranaya tedhya vacha. Whatever we have possession, we have to give to spiritual master. Like Mahaprabhu said to Ishwar, from today, this body is yours. I am yours. And I want just whatever you want, how you want to use me, just use me. And Prabhupada mentioned in that purport in Bhagavad Gita, one should serve the spiritual master like a menial servant and without false prestige. And satisfaction of this self-realized spiritual master is the secret of advancement in spiritual life. Self. Guru Sustrasaya Bhakta. This is poor 30%. But our problem, sometimes we are, looks like we are more devoted to Krishna, we are praying more to Krishna, Mahaprabhu. But we don't feel Guru's presence within our heart. We don't feel Guru's blessings without Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. Prabhupada Maharaj used to say, if you don't have vision to see Guru at every moment, like Guru Darshan, this is called Guru Darshan, like this temple. Now, when you come to this place, you have to realize this is Prabhupada's. Okay, when we see Radha Vrindavan Chandra, so how to pray? Oh, it's Prabhupada's study, the pure devotee study. So without a pure devotees, we may say that we don't have a right to approach Krishna. We don't have qualification to approach Krishna. Is Krishna showered love to me? No. We can't surrender to Krishna. Without the pure devotees, we can't surrender to Krishna. Our surrender is sentimental. Shastra, this is conclusion. That's what Guru Padas. And Guru Acharyas, it is their blessings. They want to train us how to surrender. Surrender means our mind, our intelligence, our senses, our feelings, they are working individually. They are dragging us in a different way. They are Guru Krishna's pleasure. Although in the chanting we are engaging in Guru Krishna service, but feelings is different, mood is different, mind, senses, intelligence, the direction is different. So this is a challenge in our devotional life. We are chanting, but feeling is not coming. We are preaching to everyone. Holy name is Krishna. We are happy. Krishna, I want these things, I want these things. We are chanting Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna is everything. Hare Krishna is Krishna. Not different from Krishna. But still we are worried for our life, for our future. That means we are not surrendered to Holy Name. Nothing is revealing to us. We are worshipping, we are serving, but nothing is revealing to us. Spiritual feelings. Like we may take one example, like in material life. We see in material life, why people are suffering. Like husband, wife, master and servant. They are working in the same office or working. They are leading their life in a one house as husband and wife. But their feeling is not coming. They are very difficult to serve. So in spiritual life, when we are serving, when we are chanting, when we are performing kirtan, spiritual feelings should come to our heart. But this feeling is not coming. Why? By our endeavor, this feeling will not come. No, only by blessings of spiritual master. Therefore, we want to surrender. Our surrender process begins from spiritual master. Like new devotee training, and when someone is coming to our ISKCON, you used to give training. You have to serve like this, you have to serve like this. But important, we have to train to devotees. Surrender to Krishna. And how to surrender to Krishna? Krishna, I am yours, I don't know anything. I know your spiritual. Sorry, I know your pure devotees. Please, you just shower mercy so that I can surrender to your pure devotees. I can surrender to my spiritual master. Therefore, this bhakti award is always there. Whenever there is service to our spiritual master, many things I will purport. Very difficult to explain everything. Such a spiritual master, in 434 Prabhupada said, such a spiritual master should accept in full surrender, and one should serve the spiritual master like a menial servant. Whole life, now we have to meditate on these 2 points. Menial servant. What is the mood of a menial servant? What is the mood of a menial servant? Genuine menial servant is always happy, he is always waiting when his master give him order. And he don't have any demand. And total surrender, my master is there. And he don't feel qualified, menial servant. He don't feel qualified. He depends on the master. Whatever I am offering, this is my master's. He is very proud also. What is there? Venial servant. But how is performing all his activities? Sometimes he feels proud for his master. My master is there, my master is great. Unless we feel someone great, we can surrender to him. Why we surrender to someone who is less qualified than us? So why everyone, any karmi, anyone, any devotees, anyone comes to Krishna immediately want to surrender? Please help me. But surrender to Guru, surrender to a pure devotee, this is a challenge. But here Prabhupada said full surrender. One should accept in full surrender and one should serve spiritual master like a menial servant. We are partial surrender. Partial, not full surrender. Once someone fully surrender at lotus feet and pure devotee, Krishna will take care of it. No need of anxiety in our spiritual life. Krishna is there. Yes. But this is the challenge. How to surrender fully at lotus feet of spiritual master. How to surrender? Because mind, this is mind's activities. So when he is in mood of goodness, he is thinking, yes. He is my spiritual master or his pure devotee. When mind is in passion, and Shravan Kirtan, our hearing, chanting, we are not performing properly, immediately this material idea is coming, material thoughts is coming. So we see faults in spiritual master. That is natural. The condition, soul's condition is his condition is very, you can say, precarious condition, very difficult stage. He is in spiritual life. If you will not chant, if you will not associate with the devotee who have faith in a pure devotee. If someone have not faith in a pure devotee, even you associate with continuously, you may hear, you may perform all these activities because you don't have faith on spiritual master, natural faith will not arise in our heart by his association. Yeah. That is a real challenge in our spiritual life. If someone is very simple-hearted, why someone have some spiritual master? Why a devotee have one devotee have full faith on his spiritual master, and one devotee have doubted his spiritual master? What is its answer? Guru said, spiritual master's position is suppose we may take example of Srila Prabhupada. To understand Prabhupada's position, every devotee has different level. But he is pure devotee. There is no doubt. But the doubt comes to our mind, senses, when we are studying, when we are hearing something. Even sometimes you study higher topics, then someone will, why Prabhupada not mention these things? So why difference is coming? We want to full surrender to a spiritual master, to a pure devotee. This is absolutely necessary. Unless we surrender completely, we cannot serve as a linear servant. Yeah, how can you serve? When you surrender, you can serve. So why someone have unflinching faith? Why someone does not have such faith? Why usually this thing happen? One who is simple-hearted person, one who has simplicity, for him it is easy to develop faith towards sadhu, shastra, guru. If someone is simple-hearted person, he will receive blessings. Because sadhu descended here to shower mercy. Sadhu comes to this material world. What is sadhu's business? Only to shower mercy. So unless sadhu shower mercy, how can we understand him? How can we surrender to him? Unless sadhu shower mercy, we cannot surrender him. We cannot understand his position. Then someone may ask question, okay, Prabhupada is not showering mercy to me. No. Prabhupada is just like sun. Sadhu is just like sun. Sun is distributing his light to everyone. If we close our door and windows, that is not sun's fault, that is our fault. Sadhu is showering mercy to everyone. Pure devotee is showering mercy to everyone. But what is our problem? Why unpleasing faith is not coming? And why we are not fully surrendered to spiritual master, to a pure devotee? Unless we understand someone's position, it is not possible for anyone to take fully surrender at this lotus feet. And now another question will come, how can we understand sadhu without sadhu's blessing? Unless sadhu blesses us, if pure devotee blesses us, we cannot understand him. And without understanding, we cannot surrender to him. And without surrender, we cannot serve him. This is the process. If sadhu is our mercy, then we can understand him, yes. Then we understand by his mercy, then when we understand, then we surrender. When we surrender, then we serve. Then whether sadhu is partial or neutral. Why someone is developing unflinching faith and why someone don't have such faith? One should not think this is my qualification. I have faith toward my spiritual master. No, that is spiritual master's blessing. But why someone developing faith and why someone does not? And his conclusion, all the acharyas, especially Bhaktisiddhanta Swami Thakur used to clarify all these points. He said, if someone is not simple-hearted, for him to receive mercy is very difficult. Now, without receiving mercy from sadhu, he can't surrender. He cannot surrender. This is our spiritual struggle. And if someone is simple-hearted, immediately he will receive mercy. Therefore, simplicity is personalism. Why he always used to repeat this statement? Simplicity is personalism. What is personalism? Who is Vaishnava? Who is a Vaishnava? Who is a natural Vaishnava? One who is simple-hearted is a Vaishnava. If you have simplicity, then sadhu is our mercy. When sadhu is our mercy, by his mercy, we can understand him. And when we understand his position, absolute position, we surrender. Okay, he is my everything. He is my life and soul. I will give this life to sadhu. Then, with fully surrendered mood, we can surrender. This is Guru Sastrusaya. This is the process to receive, this is the process to develop love at the lotus feet of Krishna easily. Tatra umaya sahasranam ayam bhagavad uddita. This is not Gaudiya Vaishnava. One should think this Guru Tattva is Gaudiya Vaishnava philosophy. No, Bhagavad uddita. You can see 29 verse, this before verse. Narad Muni said, now and thousands of other processes are there. But I don't want to say all these things. These are very difficult. But I want to say, or I want to mention you, what Bhagavad Uddita, what Supreme Personality of Godhead said. Because Narayana Rishi said to Narad Muni, and Narad Muni said to Prahlad. Now Prahlad is repeating same statement to devotees, his friends. So this is absolute necessary in our spiritual life. And this is our meditation. This is our prayer. At lotus feet of a pure devotee. And someone may ask question, okay, if I am not a simple, as like a child, our Gurudev used to say. If you want to be Vaishnava, as simple as like a child. Like childlike simplicity. They don't have dupliciousness. Yeah. Where is your father? Immediately you say, oh, my father is in the house. Even you say, my father is in the room. No. Even you say to your son, don't say I am here. But if someone will come, where is your father? Yeah, my father is in the room, but he said, don't say to anyone. You will repeat. You will repeat something. It is simple. My father said, don't say to anyone. My father is in the room. To become a Vaishnava, this is absolutely qualification is required, simplicity. And now another question. If someone is duplicitous, then what to do? Naturally, is not simple. You understand my point? If we can simple, then easily we can receive mercy from sadhu. When we receive mercy from sadhu, then we can understand his position. Then we will surrender. If we don't want to surrender to master, someone is fully opulent, someone has power, then we want to surrender. If you understand Prabhupada has power to give Krishna, then we surrender to Krishna. And surrender to Prabhupada. Prabhupada, you have power. I don't want to go anywhere. Even 1,000 idea will come to your mind. You have power now to defeat your ideas. Because this is Prabhupada's mercy. By his mercy, you now understand. Okay? You have power to give me Krishna. So simplicity will attract mercy. And by this mercy, we can understand sadhu. And by his blessings, by his mercy, when you understand sadhu, then we want to dedicate our life. Yes, this life is only reserved. It only meant for this sadhu. Then you can serve as in many else are there. That is Guru Susrusha. So everyone saying I'm serving. Yeah, that is good. But we are serving. Our mode and Shastra's mode is different. We are serving sometimes, we are serving Seva Adabha, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati used to say. Different type of pride. One pride is Seva Adabha. No one is serving like me. I'm very expert in all aspects. No one is pleasing to my spiritual master like me. If you serve your spiritual master, then this Dhamma will come. I am pleasing to my spiritual master. My spiritual master will always depend on me. Again problem will come. So without mercy, if you scrutinize and analyze every point, without mercy, everything is complicated. Very difficult practically. Therefore, in conclusion, always Prabhupada used to say, you used to always recite or used to mention always, just a prasada, Bhagavad prasada. Secret of success. But one question is there, tomorrow we may discuss about other points. Guru Sustrasaya Bhaktya, this word is there. We are serving spiritual master, but we don't have bhakti. Full surrender. You just see this translation. With full faith and surrender. Yeah. With great devotion and faith. Not full, yeah. One must accept a bona fide spiritual master and render service unto him with great devotion and faith. With great devotion. We are serving to spiritual master, but we don't have great devotion. And great faith, unflinching faith. But without that, there is no easy way. There is no simple way to achieve Krishna Prema. This is the conclusion. Prahlad Maharaj want to say. This is the conclusion. So if someone is not simple, what you have to say? You have to pray. Like these prayers are in Bengali. Bhajare bhajare amar mana ati mangala. Yeah. My mind is very wicked. My mind is very wicked. Mind is creating all these doubts towards sadhu. But please, all of you should shower mercy to me. Then continuously we have to pray to Acharyas, please. Shower mercy to me. Otherwise, my mind is creating problem. Without your mercy, I can't become simple. Yeah. We have to pray to sadhu. And sometimes we have to associate with simple-hearted devotees. They are very simple-hearted devotees. Means that they are always focusing on their Guru service, pure devotee service. They don't have other business. Then we'll abide simple, we'll develop simple. Then automatically we become simple. Then once we become simple, then mercy will come. Once mercy will come, we can understand, oh, here is pure devotee. I have to surrender. I don't want anything. I have to serve. Then surrender, then service, and then success. This is the easiest way. Just arati. This one is Prabhupada said, Anjasa, easily someone can do. Okay, now this is time. If someone has any question.
Hare Krishna, Lord. You mentioned praying to spiritual master directly. This spiritual master want us to pray to Krishna also?
Yeah, there is two process. And it's not process, two way. Our first business is to pray to Gaur Nitai, to Radha Vrindavan Chandra, to Jagannath. How can I please to your purity? Unless a pure devotee will please, Krishna will never please. We don't have power to please it, Krishna. We don't know who is Krishna. How we came to know about Krishna? By the mercy of Prabhupada. Only Prabhupada said he is Supreme Personality of Godhead. Before we are studying Bhagavad Gita, we know everything in Indian, like Indian backgrounds, they know everything. But without pure devotees, nothing will manifest to us. And we have to pray to Krishna, Gaurnita, Jagannath, whenever we go to any pilgrimage or any dham or anything, only we have to pray. How can I please? Just keep bless me. I can please your purity. Please my spiritual master. And we have to pray to spiritual master. Please bless me. How can I follow your order? This is our prayer. Brahmande bhavite kaur bhagyavan jeev. Then Guru Krishna Prasad Pai Bhakti Lata Bij. First mercy is not Guru's mercy. First mercy is Krishna's mercy. When Krishna pleases with someone, he will send this word to Guru. Krishna will not shower mercy directly. You pray for million of life. Give me, he will not give. It is his procedure. And how he will give? Through his pure devotee. Pure devotee is Krishna's, mercy container, you can say. Yeah. And if you ask to Vrindavan Chandra, give me mercy, he said, I don't have one drop of mercy. Mercy is Prabhupada. His divine grace. Therefore this word is there. His divine grace. Yeah. This is a procedure. This is not sentiment. This is not sentiment. Fact. Yes, mother is.
I want to ask you, what does it mean to fully surrender? What are the steps one has to do when one has to fully surrender?
Okay. I used to give this example. When you are going to, suppose you are going to India now. So in the immigration, you have some passport problem. In that case, you have some passport problem, visa problem. And that's it, what? That time, what is your mood? You are complete surrender to this officer. Oh yes, whatever you like, whatever you do. You see, even in security checking, with the securities, they used to check. In India, you have here different. In India, they will say to you, hey, raise your head. And then we can say, oh, I am a devotee, I am a sannyasi, I am a guru. No, because we are growing through flight. We are going through flight. Now we have to follow the flight procedure. It's procedure. Once you go to airport, you have to surrender. Airport procedure means surrender procedure. You see, if we want to fly from one place to another, fully surrender to the system. Otherwise you cannot fly. Even, this air stress, this, use this bed. You cannot say, oh, I don't want to use. Who are you? No, you have to use. We are surrendered to fully process. That time we are not using our intelligence. Did we have some intelligence? No, I can't use because I want to go to different places. I have to follow their procedures, otherwise I cannot go. Surrender means like that. A parampara means there is a procedure. You may be a talent, you may be when even you don't have talent or you are bogus, whoever you may be. Once you come in the procedure means you are good. Even in material field side. But what happens? What happens when we become devotee? We generally by chanting, generally by studying, we become clever. Yeah. Intelligent is good, but over intelligent is bad. This over intelligent create problem in Krishna consciousness. Therefore, this is natural. Over intelligent always a big problem for everyone. Especially what you said, that is good. Big challenge in our path of surrender. How over intelligent? Even we want to know something when we are studying something. Why this thing? Why Prabhupada said these things? You see how intelligent is working. Before we don't know what is Krishna, what is Harinam, but now we know little things, immediately intelligence is creating problem. Therefore, Bhaktivinoda Thakur said, what is surrender? Manasa, Deha, Geha, Jo, Kichu, Moda. Mind, body, properties, home, heart, and Jo, Kichu. Whatever other things are there. Arpilutaya, Pudenanda, Kichu. I want to give everything to you. I want to hand it over. All these responsibilities up to you. Process means surrender. Those are working in IT sector. They are surrendered to their company. You cannot perform any sort of activities without surrender to anyone. Yeah. When you are individual, when you are individual doing something, you can get. Like sometimes someone say, okay, I am working in company. Here is no independent. So independently I do business. When you independently act sometimes, now you are surrendered to your labor. Your labors. At that time you are surrendered to government. Here nothing is possible. Without surrender, nothing is possible. Everything is complicated. Material also complicated. Yeah. What we call spiritual life. Spiritual life means we are surrendered to process. Why we are surrendered to Guru? Guru coming from Buddha's spiritual parampara. And what is Guru's business? Guru is also surrenders. Without being a surrender soul, no one can be a devotee. Can be a Guru, can be a disciple. So disciple is surrendered to Guru. Guru is his Guru, but he is surrendered to his Guru. Everyone is surrendered. And lastly, we are surrendered to. The surrender process is approaching to Krishna. Okay? Yes. Okay. Now this is time. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Srila Prabhupada Ji Maharaj ki jai, Radha Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Radha Vrindam Chandra ki jai, Gauradanand ki jai, Jagannath Puri Sudam, Nrsimha Bhagwan ki jai.
His Holiness Father Maharaj ki jai.